A year ago, right after we moved to this new property, I bought a pressure canner, a 27 quart Presto, because I did not want to spend a lot of money on something that I wasn't sure I was going to even use. And I'm just frightened of it. Like, I needed to have my handhelds.
Now, Mrs. Nakid Gardener kind of forced it on the East Texas Homestead co-op group because she kind of put a barter up for our American breast hatching eggs for someone that was willing to teach her how to can. So they made it upon themselves to do a impromptu canning class that following weekend, and it filled up very fast.
Within an hour, that thing filled up. And then they had to expand it for more people.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are scared of this. There is a lot of fear-mongering that has gone on about pressure canning.
So thanks to Amber for being able to conduct this class. And I think she did very well to help you out.
Timer 10 minutes with steam coming out, and then I'll put the pressure regulator on there.
How you feel about this?
I'm not comfortable at all.
I'm excited.
I'm excited if it works because it'll give me a little boost. Why is it fogging on the sides?
Because the hot weather with cold weather, you got something cold in there?
It's not, I mean, it would have been better if it was hot. Should I leave it alone for a little while?
No, you're good. What was your fear of canning?
Explosion. Like,
Those were the old wives' tales of canning.
and every Facebook group that exists. At the class, Amber was explaining that we needed to watch for the steady stream to happen, the steam that was coming out of the pressure cooker. And when it started to do that, I set a timer for Alexa. So stop timer.
You want me to do it?
No, because then you're gonna...
I'm gonna do what?
You're gonna act like you had to help me.
I'm not helping you?
Yeah, your moral support.
Okay. So how long?
I have to wait till it gets up to 11 pounds of pressure and then set the timer for 25 minutes.
Okay. How you feeling so far?
I'm scared because there's extra pressure. There's a lot of pressure from our heat. So,
Why do you think that?
because it's a propane oven and it runs really hot.
So I mean, we got it on number 2 right now, and then it's...
Exactly.
All right, so what'd you do?
I started, it got to 11, so I started the timer. And I've got to watch the dial here and try to keep it from going over like too high because it's already like starting to get, it just has to be 11 and over, but I don't want it to be like
Extreme.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got it right now at 5, so, and it looked like it's at 12-ish.
13, 14, yeah, 13-ish almost.
And about, I would say about 5-8 minutes, turn it down if it starts to go up higher.
Yeah, I have to control it for the next 23 minutes.
Now, for me, it was a joy to seeing you get comfortable with this whole canning phase and just seeing you kind of getting into the element and whatnot. What was going through your mind through this whole process?
One was at any moment an explosion was gonna happen. Like I just knew, so every little thing I was scared. And then 2 was just shutting you up because you have really been bothering me about doing it and like making me like get over this fear. And you can't force somebody, like it takes a little like warming up. Cindy from Pathways Homestead was actually gonna drive all the way here from Kansas and teach me this past summer. And it just happened to be on a weekend that we were gonna have to do some processing, so it just didn't pan out. So, I mean, I've had a support group wanting to help me. It just hadn't happened.
And I was going to secretly sell your canner if you didn't do it by the end of this year.
No, because the market is higher for it now. So
Well,
I bought it when the market was low.
Well, we wasn't using it, so I was like...
It was gonna get used.
Oh, okay.
Supposed to slide it, you gotta lift it.
Think you could do it? You want me to do it? Do you want me to do it?
Let me try. I'm just scared.
All right, look at that strong girl. Show them muscles.
See the muscles?
Where?
I got.
Where? Where is it? Where?
Got muscles.
So now what's next?
I just have to like leave it alone, let it cool off, because you can cause issues, like they call it different things, but different issues that you can cause by forcing the pressure to release sooner than it should. It can cause a lot of problems, so I'm just gonna leave it alone.
And you kept it under 10 to 15 this whole time?
Yeah, it stayed between 10 and 15 this entire time.
Good job.
Definitely 13 to 15.
Good job.
I didn't die.
Dang it. So now that you got the canner off of the stove and successfully not blown up the house or anything, how do you feel now about the whole canning?
I feel really good about putting something that we use on a regular basis and making it shelf stable. Like, it really made me feel good to be able to do that and know that moving forward, I'm really going to be having you make a lot of collard greens here in the fall. As those start to grow, I'm going to be a lot more excited about getting them prepared and canning that so that we are prepared, and it's not, because it's really time consuming at Thanksgiving for certain dishes, and that would be one that would be nice just to warm up.
Okay.
Alright. I mean, waiting an hour probably has helped. Is that supposed to go down?
Mm-mm. The pressure's off, babe.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out why the lid's not coming up. I said not to force it if it doesn't come up. So that ends right there.
So I did this all by
No,
myself.
you did not. You just muscled it in, taking the top off, and that's it. That's all you did.
No, I took the top off and I did all
No.
You ain't supposed to touch it, ain't you? You supposed to use the thing.
I know.
Oh, there goes one. So you got 4 wide mouths and 3 regular ones. Now you don't put it on.
What?
You're gonna put it on there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there goes another one.
The reason I'm really excited about this is that this is freeing up some freezer space. It makes it shelf stable, and we use bone broth all the time. Like, that adds flavor to my dishes, and it's from mostly our chickens and all of our
Put
meat
your hand up
scraps.
underneath it.
Thanks. So this is shelf stable bone broth that I just priced at that organic store, equivalent to that, around $9.
So you saved me $9
Times 7.
times 7, which is what?
Boopy 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 boop.
63.
Shut up.
Careful.
I think this one is one that I can't put on the shelf. I think I'm gonna have to put it in the refrigerator.
So how do you test this, see if it's sealed or not?
you have to listen to the sounds of each of the cans, and
Oh, one of these don't sound like the other.
yeah.
So what are you supposed to do?
So that just means that it probably didn't seal and not to trust it on the shelf. So that's gonna go straight into the refrigerator.
So I can use that for tomorrow morning's my AKA coffee.
Yeah, you can drink this one. So now that I have actually successfully mostly canned some stuff, I'm looking at some sweet potatoes on the counter. I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and pressure can some sweet potatoes. And I'm starting to think that stuff that sometimes goes bad before I get to make it is gonna get pressure canned.
So if y'all want to see the Mrs. Nakid Gardener do some more canning videos, comment down below.
Nobody wants to see that.
I want to see that. Now, this is just one of the classes that the East Texas Homestead Co-op Group offers, along with some of the events that they host. Now, if you want to learn more about that and even start up a sister group, we'll put that information down below. If you want to see what all things that they do, we put that video up on the screen and also in the description down below. Until the next video, let's grow together.